My name is Lance Siebert. I've been working in the trail area for a few years, establishing my contracting business and working on lots of houses along the way. I've been using lead-safe contracting practices in my work for a while now. It gives the homeowners peace of mind that we're doing the job right. Workers with regular exposure to renovation dust in Trail and Rivervale, or to lead-based paint in any community, may put themselves and their own families at risk of lead exposure. Being a contractor means that others look to you for the best practices, advice, and technical experience on all types of projects. You need to comply with WorkSafe BC regulations and ensure workers are not generating unsafe levels of lead dust. In this video, I'm going to give you, the contractor, some tips on how to do a lead-safe renovation. If you're a homeowner hiring a contractor, you will also want to watch this video. It's important when you meet with a homeowner about a renovation project that you explain the importance of being lead-safe, especially if they have young children. Explain how you will set up the job to contain dust and how you will work safely and clean up thoroughly at the end. All renovation work is dusty and messy. The costs for a proper setup will keep all types of renovation dust down and save time and money on cleanup. It is important that homeowners know to stay out of your work area, even though it is their home. If you need them to enter the work area during the project, do a thorough cleanup or have some PPE on hand so they can enter safely. Set the example for safety. Provide half-face P100 respirators to workers so they can protect themselves from dust they may encounter on the job. Have the company wash workers' coveralls or work clothes to avoid having workers bringing dusty work clothes into their own homes. And use disposable coveralls for really dusty jobs. Provide workers with a place to store their work clothes and boots. Even a Rubbermaid tote in a truck will encourage workers to change their clothes and shoes before heading home. Have a place for workers to clean up. Ideally, have a hand wash station for use before breaks and shower facilities so workers can really clean up at the end of the day. At a minimum, use wet hand wipes for a quick cleanup when there's no water available. Remind workers to wipe off work boots as they leave the work area. This avoids workers bringing lead dust into vehicles and home to their families. Vacuum out work trucks, both floor and seats, and wipe down the steering wheel and door panels. Do this at least weekly if your family travels with you in your work vehicle from time to time. Invest in a HEPA shop vacuum. A good quality HEPA shop vacuum is one of the best tools I have. Some shop vacs can blow around as much dust as they suck up. A HEPA shop vac will get rid of even the finest drywall dust. After a recent roofing job, I even vacuumed the lawn and picked up loose nails as well as dust and bits of debris. You can buy HEPA filters for most shop vacs. Always use shop vac bags to help increase the longevity of your HEPA filter. The bag is the first way the vacuum will keep dust down. Replace the filter as needed to ensure the vacuum works effectively. If you're buying a new shop vac, get one with some HEPA attachments like dust shrouds that fit right onto the vacuum for tools like grinders and sanders. There are even paint scraping HEPA attachments for work around chipping and flaking paint. This way you can work efficiently and safely, keeping dust down and protecting both workers and residents. Roofing projects are notorious for generating dust. They require careful containment and materials removal practices to avoid spread. If you're a roofing contractor, watch video number 7, Roofing, before you start your next project. For disposing of debris off a flat roof or out of a second-story window, you can build a simple chute that goes directly into a disposal bin or trailer. Place a misting station by the bottom of the chute to keep dust down when the debris hits the ground. This is a quick way to get debris down, and you will avoid having to carry demo debris down through the house. If you work on homes built before the mid-1970s, you should assume there's lead-based paint. When you remove or strip painted items or surfaces, you'll need to take steps to minimize dust and paint chips and ensure that workers are protected. Being lead-safe means spraying surfaces before you disturb them, using dust shrouds on any power tools you're using to remove paint, or using manual tools to work or remove paint. All workers will need the appropriate PPE for the job. And never use a heat gun, as this puts lead fumes into the air. Maybe the most important thing to talk about is doing an absolutely meticulous cleanup at the end. This includes misting the air, HEPA vacuuming walls from top down and then the floor. Then you need to wipe down walls with a wet rag and mop the floor using a 2-bucket system for washing and rinsing. Using this 2-bucket system is key. Change the water often to do this well. To tell if you've cleaned well enough, run a clean wet wipe over any surface and you shouldn't see any dust. If you set up properly and kept dust down as you worked, it doesn't take much time. If the homeowners want to do the cleanup, they need to understand the risks and the necessary steps to do this very meticulous clean. For those of us who are contractors in the Greater Trail area, it's good business to understand these practices, as homeowners are increasingly looking for contractors who can do lead-safe renovations. And it keeps everyone happy and healthy.